Welcome back to the channel, Ron. This project here is going to consist of replacing the wheel bearings and hubs on the 06 Ford Focus. And the reason why I'm going to do both sides is because I was able to get a good deal on both of them. I think it was like 53 bucks, I'm not sure. I'll show you that later. So we're going to get this up in the air, take the knuckle off, and I'm actually going to take the knuckle into a friend of mine and have him press them in because I do not have a press. So to speed it up, I'm just going to take both knuckles off, take them in, and let him take care of that for me. So let's get started. One of the things I forgot to tell you is I'm doing this job with a Harbor Freight scissor lift. You may have seen my other videos. So if you don't have a lift, you can do this with a set of jack stands and a jack just as easy. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to remove the caliper off the bracket. I'm going to remove the bracket and caliper altogether. So it's a 15 millimeter. And a breaker bar on it. Then I'm just going to take a couple of wire ties together, and I'm just going to wire tie this up out of the way. Use rope, wire, whatever you want. Should be able to just pull that out of there. This is a better shot for you. You can see what I did. I just wire tied that up there. I'll put another one on there just for security. Alright, let's get that rotor out of the way. And I think I'll go ahead and get that tie rod done. I think that is a 15 millimeter as well. I just brought that nut back down there kind of flush, and what I'm going to do is a lot of times what will happen, you can just kind of tunk on that and that will pop out of there just like that. So I'll go ahead and continue removing that. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Put the nut right back on there so I'll lose it. Alright, next I think what I'm going to do is take this strut assembly here off. So this is what do we got here? 18 millimeter. We put the breaker bar on here. Let's see what we can do with that. I might actually put the impact on that. Nope, there she goes. Go. I'm going to go ahead and remove this nut, and that's going to be a 32 millimeter. I'm going to use my electric impact for this. Alright, let's go ahead and remove this lower bolt here for the lower ball joint. Alright, other than the CV joint, I should be able to just kind of tunk on that and she'll pop right down. The other side did anyways. So the next step is to get this, separate this from the CV joint. To take my air hammer and to actually run it in the center of the CV joint, and that should pop right out. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the CV joint. I'm just going to take a wire tie, kind of get that up out of the way. And that is, there's not a lot of weight to that, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on the inside of that brake line. Then, what we want to do is we want to take our tie rod remover and ball joint remover. All we want to do is we're just going to want to knock that out of there. Let's see if I can do this without hitting the camera. Okay. You get the picture. And there it is. We are all set. So now, you can hear it squeaking in there. Feels a little rough too. Now I'm going to take this to my buddy's shop, and he's going to press out the new hub bearings and put the new one in for me, because I do not have the equipment to do that. Okay, just head over to Amazon and type in what you're looking for a part. We're looking for the wheel hub and bearing assembly. So once you've done that, type in the vehicle that you're going to install this on, and we're putting this on the 2006 Ford Focus. Once you've done that, fill in all the information, hit the check fit, and then you're going to come down with a description and everything that you need. And this one here says it fits the 2000 to 2011 Ford Focus. For 60 bucks, you can't go wrong with that. Replace both sides, and you should be all set to go. Okay, we got the knuckle back, and I got the new bearing in. New bearing and new hub in. Again, I just went and had this done for me because I do not have a press. I know a lot of people kind of do this on their own. They come up with all kinds of ideas, but 20 bucks and I got this pressed in for me. So it was easier for me to do that. So let's go ahead and put this back together. Now, a lot of people do this a different way. I'm going to actually put the lower ball joint in first. Like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the CD joint in. I just find it being a little easier for me. And then I kind of move that forward and kind of pull that back, and slides in just like that. And just kind of lift up on that. And work it in there. And there it is. Then just go ahead and start putting everything back together. Now, before I put the strut bolt in, I'm going to put a little NeverSeize on it. And this is just going to keep it from freezing out, and will come out a little bit easier if I have to take this back out. And the same thing with this lower ball joint. Both. I'm going to go ahead and put a little NeverSeize on that as well. And let's go ahead and get rid of the tie rod in. Now we'll go ahead and put the spindle nut. It comes with a new spindle nut too, this kit. Let's go ahead and just kind of snug that for now. Later on, once we get it set down, we're going to torque that down, and I believe it's 200 pounds. I'll double check. Let's go ahead and put the brake caliper and bracket back on. And then once we get it on the ground, then we can go ahead and torque that spindle nut. All right, we got it down on the floor, and I got the torque wrench set for 200 pounds, and that's what the specs show online for an 06 Focus. So let's go ahead and put that on there. There we go. You hear that click, that tells us that we're set to 200 pounds. And that's it.